We're talking with Melissa Miller-Nece today. Melissa teaches basic drawing, colored pencil, and painting at the Dunedin Fine Arts Center. So Melissa, you have some work that you can share with us today?
I've got handy a couple of pieces. This is a colored pencil drawing, but it is over oil paint on oil paper, Arch oil paper. And the painting is just done with one color in a reddish brown, and then the colored pencil is over all of that. So it counts as a primarily colored pencil piece. And it's my entry in the Colored Pencil Society's international online exhibition of colored pencil with other stuff. I did it specifically to enter in that show. And it's something that the Colored Pencil Society does every year, the online show with other things. So that's typical of what I do. I mostly do people on the beach as my main subject, but I also, this piece was done in one of my painting classes, and I decided to show it to show that I can help anybody with whatever kind of style or technique they want to work with. I've got experience in working in oils and acrylics and colored pencil and pastel and other things. So whatever people want to work on in my classes is kind of cool, and my job is to help them achieve what they want to with it, whatever style or technique they want to learn.
Yes, so that's the open painting class. So
that's for open painting and sometimes colored pencil too. We do some other things in there.
Okay. So you are a working artist, you exhibit and you sell your work. At what point did you decide to become a professional artist?
Pretty much all my life. My earliest memory is trying to draw the family car. It was a Chevy. It had Chevy logos on the hubcaps and sun visors. And my mother claims I was 2 when I was doing that. And I remember quite clearly trying to get that Chevy logo right. So I have an uncle who was 10 years older than I am. He went to the Art Institute of Chicago, lived with us for a year while he was doing that. And so he was an artist, he led the way, but everybody kind of assumed I'd be an artist too. I went to college, got a degree in painting. I got a BFA, and went into work in advertising because I thought I needed a job. Did that for maybe 8 or 10 years, finally got fed up and said I really should be a fine artist, and I went back to it. So when I moved to Florida, I decided I needed to do something that would be a little steadier, and that's when I approached the Art Center.
So how long have you been teaching at DFAC?
30 years.
Wow.
That's a long time. Nece McIntyre took a chance hiring me. But when she interviewed me, I gave her a name of an artist I knew in the area, joined the group, and Nancy called her while I was there. She went off and made the phone call and came back and said, you're a team player and you have a sense of humor. I like that. And that's how I got into the Art Center. Yeah.
So what made you decide to be a teacher?
It's something I did a little bit of when I was in college. We had a community education program and I taught a little bit in that. And I knew enough that I could share it with people. Mm-hmm. And the longer I've been teaching, the more I've learned that I can share with people, because I've caught on to the things that people tend to do wrong or want to do better at. And I've learned how to help guide them there. I've learned a lot as a teacher. It's fed me back as much as I've fed out, I think.
So we hear a lot of people say, oh, I can't draw. Do you think that you can teach anyone to draw?
It's all about learning to see. And if they're motivated and they want to do it and practice it, yeah, they can learn.
Okay.
And it doesn't require talent. I've always said that too. Talent is just a natural inclination to want to do it, but anybody can learn to do it.
Mm-hmm. That's very good to know. So you teach a colored pencil class. Why do you enjoy working with colored pencil?
Colored pencil is really a versatile medium. And when I started messing around with it, I discovered so many different things you could do. It's easy to learn, but it's infinitely possible to do other things with it. It's compatible with so many other medium, like the oil paint that one is with. Mm-hmm. And we use pastels and markers and other things with colored pencil to expand the opportunities of what can happen. It's very versatile. It's also the least expensive color medium to get into, unless you're like me and have to buy all the good sets as they come out, which is coming, and I'm waiting for that one. So
well, that sounds very interesting. So tell me a bit about the atmosphere in your classes. Is it very strict and formal?
No, it's really laid back, and the people just love each other, and they're like good friends most of the time. Once they've been coming for a little while, it's like a big family. The colored pencil class at the end of the session, they always bring a lot of food. Even lately with the pandemic, they bring packaged food instead of homemade stuff. But it's such a friendly group. And some of the colored pencil people were even getting together during the shutdown. They met at the art center in the park so we could hang out together. I joined them the one time. So
Yeah.
they miss each other when they're away. And it's been very supportive. It's like a family, and the new people fit right in too. That's another thing. People come in and see how good the work is in that colored pencil class, but the newbies learn just as quickly, and they all are very welcoming.
Yeah. So in addition to learning drawing skills and painting skills, have you noticed that there are other outcomes when people are coming to your classes?
Yeah, people gain a lot of confidence when they can do art stuff. And even when the project turns out different from what they thought it would turn out, the results can be so rewarding. And I've had students enter the same shows I do. Sometimes they get in or win prizes even when I don't. It's pretty impressive to see what can happen. Everybody's capable of learning and doing very well.
That's great. What would you say to someone who is hesitant to sign up for one of your classes?
They shouldn't be hesitant. It's fun. I mean, the whole point of it is to be fun. Drawing is the only class I teach that has a structure. But even after the first couple of weeks of that class, when they leave, they say, this has been fun, because it is. You learn to appreciate the world in a whole new way when you're doing art stuff. And I think that's very important. It's almost a spiritual thing, because you see the world differently and you learn differently. And you learn creativity skills that help you in problem solving in other parts of your life. Things come together better in other areas when you're using your whole brain, which is what you have to do when you're doing arty things.
Yeah. The many benefits of art.
Yes, there are many. And just for the fun side of it. I had a lady years ago who called and said, I want to learn to paint, but I want private lessons because I'm afraid to paint in front of other people. And I said, come to the class. Everybody's really nice. And she started coming, and she was a really good painter. And one day she said, I'm not doing anything important anymore. All I'm doing is painting. And I said, you are doing what's important. And she was very good, but life got in the way. She didn't keep coming to class, but she did get in touch sometime later, and she said, I wanted you to know I'm still painting. And that was great to hear.
Yeah, that is great. Wow. Well, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to talk with me today and for showing your work. If folks are interested in checking out Melissa's classes, we have a link below this video. They can see the class descriptions and sign up for a class. Yeah. So again, thank you, Melissa.
Glad to be there. I'm glad to be part of the DFAC family.
Yes, we're very happy to have you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.